Hello, people of Battersea. I'm going to play a couple of songs now. This song's about trying to get laid and failing. It's called Romantic Fatigue. It goes something like this. I have to admit that I am one of the many who thought that a guitar would win him a lady. My teenage years, they were a feminine drought, and I thought that a serenade would help out. It seemed to be working for a couple of years. I wrote a few songs and they wrote a few tears, but when I hit my 20s, it ran out of steam. I seemed to be suffering from romantic fatigue, and I never know which song I should play her. Each melody is a memory of a not forgotten failure. So when I get out my guitar tonight to do what I do, remember I probably didn't write this song for you. Sounds a little bit like In the Jungle, the Mighty Jungle. So as I mentioned, the shelf life was short, the scheme wasn't working, despite what I thought. The ladies all left me alone in the end, so I had to switch all of the names around and then sing it again. And every lifelong love and every best friend slipped away into the past. Take my words with caution, can't pretend that you're the first. You won't be the last, no, 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 no. Never know which song I should play her. Each melody is a memory of a not forgotten failure. So when I get out my guitar tonight to do what I do, remember I probably didn't write this song. No, I certainly didn't write this song. No, I never wrote a song for you. There we go, thank you. Those of you paying attention, this is my first ever show on a boat. I'm technically underwater, I'm pleased to say as well. My feet, but I'm not going to lie on my fucking back. You cunts. This is a song about not pretending to be American. One of the things I really fucking hate is people who make out like they're from the States when they're not. I think it's really fucking lame. This is a song called Nashville, Tennessee, and it goes like this. From the heart of the southern downs to the northeast London reservoirs, from the start the landscape must sound before I'd ever been to America. And if I knew anywhere where I could drive in a straight line, 4 hours through the desert I'd drive 4 hours at a time. But I was raised in Middle England, not in Nashville, Tennessee, and the only person in my car is me. Simple scale on an old guitar and a punk rock sense of honesty cannot fail. Well, I've come this far with no knowledge of Midwest geography, and if I knew anybody who played pedal steel guitar, I would get them in my band, and then my band would get real far, but I was raised in Middle England, not in Nashville, Tennessee. And the only person in my band is me. And yes, I'm in 4/4 time. And yes, I use cheap rhymes, but I try to make it sound my own. No, I don't break new ground. Many have traveled this sound, but I try to make it sound like home. I've been to Texas State. I didn't think it was all that fucking great. And Nebraska, it's just a bunch of songs. Holloway and Hampshire's where I belong. And I don't know anybody who plays pedal steel guitar. All the city roads are twisted, and I do not own a car. I was raised in Middle England and not in Nashville, Tennessee. And the only thing I'm offering is me. There we go. Is that beer mine? Did someone just buy me a beer? Fucking excellent. I was going to run a little competition for who was going to buy me a beer when I ran out of this one. But you just won. Well done. This is a song about how much I fucking love Margaret Thatcher. You know, being a folk singer, it's kind of obligatory to write a song about Margaret Thatcher. So I thought I'd cut to the chase and write a song called Thatcher Fuck the Kids. And it goes a little something like this. Whatever happened to childhood? We're all scared of the kids in our neighborhood. They're not small, charming and harmless. They're a violent bunch of bastard little shits. And anyone who looks younger than me makes me check for my wallet and my phone and my keys. And I'm tired being tired out, always being on the lookout for thieving kids. We're all wondering how we ended up so scared. We spent 10 long years teaching our kids not to care. And that there's no such thing as society anyway. And all the rich folks act surprised when all sense of community dies. But you just close your eyes to the other side of all the things that she did. Thatcher fucked the kids. And it seems a little bit rich to me, the way the rich only ever talk of charity. In times like the 70s, a broken down economy meant even the upper tier was needing some help. But as soon as things look brighter, yeah, the grin gets wider and the grit gets tighter. And for every teenage tracksuit mugger, there's a guy in a suit who wouldn't lift a finger for anybody else. We're all wondering how we ended up so scared. We spent 10 long years teaching our kids not to care. And that there's no such thing as society anyway. And all the rich folks act surprised when all sense of community dies. But you just close your eyes to the other side of all the things that she did. Thatcher fucked the kids. You got a generation raised on the welfare state, enjoyed all its benefits and did just great. But as soon as they were settled as the richest of the rich, they kicked away the ladder, told the rest of us that life's a bitch. And it's no surprise that all the fuck-ups didn't show up until the kids had grown up. But when no one ever smiles or ever helps a stranger. Is it any fucking wonder our society's in danger of collapse? So all the kids are bastards, but don't blame them, yeah, they learn by example. Blame the folks who sold the future for the highest bid. That's right, Thatcher, fuck the kids. There we go. Enthusiasm, people, Jesus. I really like phrasing my set list as a list of things that piss me off. Thus far we've done not getting laid, people who talk in American accents, and Margaret Thatcher. And now we're going to move on to my ex-girlfriend, who's a stupid bitch. And this is a song I wrote about how much she annoys me. And it's called Worst Things Happen at Sea. It goes a little something like this. Honestly, relax, my dear, it's clear that we are done. It doesn't take a scientist to figure out that one. It's obvious the way you move, the way you hold your head, the way you hide your pretty eyes and shift across the bed. You say worse things happen at sea. I say worse things have happened to me. Well, honestly, I'll be fine. This isn't my first time. I've taken blows before, and every time I have survived. You made it clear you didn't care, you never did pretend. And in the end, at least you never try to fuck my friends. You say worse things happen at sea. I say worse things have happened to me. Bitter eyes, the bedroom floor, and we're not gonna talk anymore. Well, honestly, it doesn't matter. I know better than to cry over spilt milk, wasted effort, spoiled plans. We're adults here, so shed no tears. I'm sure we can be friends. I'll nod and smile and watch you in the arms of other men. You say worse things happen at sea. I say worse things have happened to me. Bitter eyes, the bedroom floor, and we're not gonna talk anymore. We got nothing to talk for. Where's the honesty and hands in my chest gate? And I don't got doing fine, me I'm doing fucking great. And I wouldn't want to waste another second of your time. I know my place, I know your face, and you are yours, I'll keep to mine. You say worse things happen at sea. I say worse things have happened to me. But eyes let on floor, and we're not gonna talk anymore. We got nothing to talk for. You got nothing to be sorry for, and I know what to care for. This is the worst thing that's happened to me. I guess worse things happen at sea. Thank you. I've just been on tour in France for ages, and it's really nice to be able to speak in English to a crowd. And also to play this next song in English, because I made an attempt to translate it into French. I think it was shit French, because everyone was like laughing their asses off through the whole song. Even though it's a deadly, deadly serious, morbid song about the frailty of the human condition. Or something. This song's called Casanova Lament. I check that I've got all my things before I leave the house, 'cause when I'm gone I'm never coming back. I'm not being melodramatic, it's just I neither have your number or a key. An evening spent pretending that we're just becoming friends. Oh, this goes any further than going back. I'm not being pessimistic, it's just you and I were never meant to be. It isn't love, it isn't love, it isn't love. And every time I kind of wish it was. Yes, every time I kind of wish it was. I've picked up this silly habit in the last few years of going out in the evenings with my friends into the town. Of packing a spare t-shirt in my bag in case I do not make it home. It's pathetic and I know it, but the truth is there've been mornings I've proved prudent taking toothpaste to the pub. But that's precious little comfort against the knowledge of the person I've become. It isn't love, it isn't love, it isn't love. But every time I kind of wish it was. Every time I kind of wish it was. And I can see that in your eyes you wish it was. And every time I leave you just because. It isn't love, it isn't love, it isn't love. There we go. Much better in English. I'm going to play a new song now, not that most people are going to recognise this. The working title of this song is My Dad is a Complete Twat, but it's settled on something rather more political these days. Political? Sort of acceptable. It's called Father's Day, and it goes like this. When I was 16, I cut myself a mohawk because I wanted to walk the walk and not just talk the talk. But it was a bit of a disaster because I did the signs with kitchen scissors because I didn't have any clippers and I didn't want to use a beard trimmer. Yeah, I'd made that mistake before. When you got home, you didn't want to talk about what I'd done. You said I let you down and fucked around when I was only having fun. With the way that you've been lately, you've no right to scream and shout. You and I, we got a lot that we need to talk about. What's the point in making vows you're never going to keep? A lifetime lying awake means you'll never get to sleep. And all the promises you've made that were painful and untrue, of all the things you do, they reflect worst on you. We all have our own devices for handling midlife crises. Usually involves a motorbike and suspicious fashion decisions, but you choose to stave off grey hairs by lamely hacking at the sides with lies and flimsy alibis for your suspicious expeditions. When you get home, I don't want to talk about what you've done, 'cause yes, you've let me down, you fucked around, but I guess you were having fun. With the way that I've been lately, I've no right to scream and shout. You and I, we got a lot that we need to talk about. What's the point in making vows that you're never going to keep? A lifetime lying awake means you'll never get to sleep, and all the promises you've made and were painful and untrue, and for the things you do, and they reflect worse on you. You always told me Father's Day was just another way of selling home our greeting cards. 20 years of waking sleep, you were lying through your teeth, and I always woke up wanting you that hell you really were. Na 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 Yes, my dad is a cunt. I wrote a new song when I was in France, and it's about how me and all my friends are total losers. And actually, apparently, some of them are really pissed off about it. But they are losers, though, so it's okay. This song's called The Ballad of Me and My Friends, and it goes like this. Everybody's got themselves a plan. Everybody thinks they'll be the man, including the girls, the musicians who lack the friends to form a band, the singer-songwriters, the rest of us are DJs or official club photographers, and tonight I'm playing another Nambuka show. So I'm going through my phone book, texting everyone I know, and quite a few I don't, whose numbers found their way into my phone. But they might come along anyway, you never really know. None of this is going anywhere. Pretty soon we'll all be old, and no one left alive will really care about our glory days when we sold our souls. But if you're all about the destination, then take a fucking flight. We're going nowhere slowly, but we're enjoying all the sights, and we're definitely going to hell. But we'll have all the best stories to tell. Yes, we're definitely going to hell, but we'll have all the best stories to tell. There we go. I'm going to play two more songs now, one of which is a cover. This is a song, anyone know a band called Half Man, Half Biscuit? I'm going to play a Half Man, Half Biscuit song now. It's very short, but it's a fucking stroke of genius. Where does it start? Okay, go something like this. The singer out to Slipknot went to Rome to see the Pope. The singer out to Slipknot went to Rome to see the Pope. The singer out to Slipknot went to Rome to see the Pope. And the Pope said to his aide, who the fucking hell is Slipknot? Who the fucking hell is Slipknot? Who the fucking hell is slim? Not in relation to me getting out of bed. There we go. Something like that. Alright. What's the time, anybody? Anyone got the time? 25 past. Really? Shit, I haven't played at all. I'm gonna play more songs just to piss you off. I'm gonna play a song about hunting. Yeah! This was written by a friend of mine, a singer called Chris TT. He's a fucking genius, check him out. This song's called When the Huntsman Comes A-Marching. As somebody who grew up in the countryside, the song means quite a lot to me. So here we go. The countryside is dying, they're closing village stores, while shepherds watch their flocks by night, the government burn them all. And here's another post office with boards across the door. Now the rich folks came from London to breathe the cleaner air. They listen to the archers, buy new barbers, grow their hair. Then they buy up all the houses, so country people born and bred can't afford to live there. Now the Countryside Alliance, we'll call them the cunts for short. They promised in defiance that a battle would be fought. Then they ignored the real issues and just shout about their bloody sport. And you can call it a betrayal, well it looks like that to me. And you can call it bad behaviour or a waste of time and money. And I've never been in favour of police brutality. When the huntsman comes a-marching, yeah, give him one from me. Officer, give him one from me. Now the cunts have come to London to show us all what for. There were only 20,000 of them marching down through Whitehall, but they were such a bunch of thugs that the police arrested more than when 2 million normal people marched against the war. And you can call it a betrayal when it looks like that to me. And you can call it bad behaviour or a waste of time and money. And I've never been in favour of police brutality. When the huntsman comes a-marching, yeah, give him one from me. Officer, give him one from me. And where were you when the miners fought to save their livelihoods? You were dressed up in red velvet somewhere deep in the woods. And you loved the fucking poll tax, and you brought up Maggie Thatcher. And you didn't give a fuck about Tony Blair until he threw your hobby back at you. Now the countryside is dying, some say it's already dead. And the huntsman's got a boner as the dogs rip the fox to shreds. And then he smears the blood on his daughter's face and he drags her back to bed. And you can call it a betrayal when it looks like that to me. And you can call it bad behaviour or a waste of time and money. And I've never been in favour of police brutality. But when the huntsman comes a-marching, yeah, give him one from me. Officer, give him one from me. Thank you. I played that song to a sort of country crowd of hunting community type people the other day and barely escaped with my life. But fuck him. I'm going to play 2 more songs and then I'm going to shut up. One of which is by my friend Jay, and it's one of my favourite songs of all time. It's called Junk Food Sex. It goes like this. I had a dream that romance was dead, and I woke up in the morning with a new girl in my bed. We met last night when I was pissed, as we stumbled out the nightclub. She gave me a kiss, and we had junk food sex in our stranger's bed. But why do these one-night stands all come with such clumsy hands? And are we making love, or did I get too drunk? Was this another blatant fuck, or did I feel even remember what we did. But we had sex this morning and she was pretty good in bed. And now we're lying naked as a flame. Well, it's 10:30 in the morning and I don't even know her name. 'Cause we had junk food sex in a stranger's bed. But why do these one night stands all come with such clumsy hands? And are we making love, or did I get too drunk? Was this another blatant fuck, or did I feel a loving hug? So there we go. Anyone got the time? How am I doing for time? 31. Bollocks, I'm going to play another one. I'm going to play until I get forcibly removed from the stage. I'm going to use a capo now, it's going to be exciting. I was there on the day that dance music died. I got down on my knees and I cried, because all that I wanted was a pill in my mouth, a repetitive bass line, and a beat that went bounce. I was there on the day that techno gave in, when the hippies and the squatters gave up ketamine. Packed up their sound systems, cleared them away for a noise that their children had started to make. But how do the dead ones dance? Tell me that, I'll give you all one chance. I'm enjoying myself out in the pouring rain, so put that techno music on again. I was there for the fall of the drum and the bass, with the MCs in hoodies who got in your face. The free party's over, so I'm playing the blues, because everyone's listening to So Solid Crew. I was there for the fall of psychic psytrance that made people dress stupid, dance in their pants, talk about chakras and karma to their kids, and spiritual healing, and some other shit. But how do the dead ones dance? Tell me that, I'll give you all one chance. I'm enjoying myself out in the pouring rain, so put that techno music on again. There we go. Okay, this is going to be my last song because I want a cigarette. For those people who are paying attention and who don't already know, I got like CDs for sale and shit. Come and give them to me, and just any money you have that you don't want would be good, because I'm poor. And just come and give me some serious loving. I'm playing like 2 shows in London tomorrow as well, if anyone wants to hear more of me warbling. This is my last song is a song about, it's a true story about waking up in the wrong place and realising you've missed an entire day of your life, which is entirely due to my friend Paul, who's a cunt. But not here. So anyway, for those interested, I was in Bethnal Green. That's the punchline. Anyway, this song's called The Real Damage. My name's Frank Turner. Thanks a lot for paying attention, and I'm sure I'll see you guys again. Here we go. I'm on a fucking boat, technically not south of the river as well, I'm pleased to say, being a North London cunt. Here we go. I woke up on a sofa in an unfamiliar house, surrounded by sleeping folks that I didn't know. Failing to find my friends, I decided that it was clearly time to go. So I made my way out of the door as quietly as I could. There was no one there I knew to say goodbye. Squinting in the sadly sobering sunshine of the Sunday morning light. 'Cause I started the night with all my friends and I ended up alone. Oh yes, I started out so happy, now I'm hungover and down. It was about then that I realised I was halfway through the best years of my life. So I scanned the local landmarks trying to find out where I was, or maybe even find a bus back home. I was longing for a shower and for clean sheets and a charger for my phone. And suddenly it hit me that I got paid this Friday last, so I rifled through my pockets for some change. All I found was a packet of broken cigarettes and a sinking sense of shame. 'Cause I started the night with all my friends and I ended up alone. Oh yes, I started out so happy, now I'm hungover and down. It's about then that I realised I was halfway through the best years of my life. I had to ask myself, well, is it really worth it? Is any of this worth it? The world thinks I'm from perfect, but I've yet to figure out a better way to spend my time. Too many suits and dirty looks made me rack my brains. The real damage started to sink in. It's been quite a heavy weekend, but I could just about remember where I'd been. 'Cause I started the night with all my friends and I ended up alone. Oh yes, I started out so happy, now I'm hungover and down. I stood on a street corner and I felt a little sick. It was about then that I realised I was halfway through the first day of the week. Thanks a lot, my name's Santana. See you again. Good night.